On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Segregate.
To separate or set apart from others, often based on race, gender, or some other characteristic.
Examples:
segregate by race. Segregate boys and girls. The school board decided to segregate students by the ability to meet their needs better.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources, such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Waltz.
A ballroom dance in triple time that originated in Vienna and is characterized by a flowing, graceful style and a strong accent on the first beat of each measure.
Examples:
waltz music. Elegant waltz. The dancers practiced the steps of the waltz meticulously to perfect their performance.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Titanic.
Of or having a great size, power, or influence, of or relating to titanium, equals a light, strong gray, lustrous, corrosion-resistant metallic element.
Examples:
Titanic battle. Titanic compound. The Titanic ship sank on its maiden voyage.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples:
sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
the tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class. Iceberg. A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
Hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Concourse.
A large open space or area, typically found in a public building, where people gather or pass through, a crowd or assembly of people, a junction or intersection.
Examples:
The museum's concourse. Airport concourse. The hotel's grand concourse welcomed guests with a stunning chandelier.
Destination.
The place to which someone or something is going or being sent, the ultimate purpose or goal of a journey or action.
Examples:
Travel destination. Romantic destinations. I am excited to reach my destination and explore the new city finally.
Efficient.
Performing at the highest level of productivity with the least wasted effort or resources, capable of achieving maximum output with minimum wasted effort, time, or materials.
Examples:
Efficient operation. Energy efficient appliances. The new washing machine is much more efficient than the old one.
Imitate.
To copy the speech, behavior, appearance, etc. of someone or something.
Examples:
Imitate painting styles. Imitate animal sounds. He imitated the modus operandi of the famous phantom thief.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Fort.
A military structure designed to be defended from attack.
Examples:
an isolated fort. Fort gate. The stone fort was built to protect the city from invading forces.
Pneumatic.
Relating to or using air or gas under pressure, particularly in machinery or devices, operated by compressed air or gas.
Examples:
pneumatic tire. Pneumatic cylinder. The mechanic used a pneumatic drill to repair the engine.
Delay.
To cause something to happen at a later time than originally intended or expected.
Examples:
delay a flight 3 hours. Delay the new project. We delayed the payment because of an incorrect invoice.
Shrink.
To become smaller, or to make something smaller in size or amount.
Examples:
shrink the tumor. Shrink with fear. This shirt will shrink in the wash.
Steel.
A strong metal alloy made up of iron with typically a few tenths of a % of carbon used for making things that need a strong structure.
Examples:
magnetic steel. Steel beam. This bridge is the third largest steel bridge in the world.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Calvary.
A hill outside of Jerusalem where Jesus Christ was crucified, or a representation of this as a symbol of Christian faith, a place of great suffering or sacrifice.
Examples:
Calvary Chapel. The Way of Calvary. The city's homeless shelter has become a Calvary of hardships for those with nowhere else to go.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
the span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Companion.
A person or an animal with whom you spend a lot of time or you travel.
Examples:
a working companion. Drinking companions. Her dog is her excellent companion.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples:
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Proof.
A fact or piece of information that shows something is true or exists.
Examples:
Documentary proof. A geometric proof. Proof is better than argument.
Madam.
A term of polite address or title used to address a woman, particularly one in a position of authority or respect.
Examples:
Madam Speaker. Dear Madam. Madam President, may I ask a question regarding the new policy?
Bust.
To break something, noun, a woman's chest, or the measurement around a woman's chest, noun, an occasion for something excessive, such as work, eating, drinking, etc.
Examples:
Bust my leg. The bust of the statue. I'm bust with preparation for tomorrow's meeting.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone. The quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Huck.
To throw or toss something quickly or carelessly. To promote or sell something aggressively or persistently.
Examples:
Huck a ball. Huck a disc. I was able to huck the frisbee across the field to my friend.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact. Extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Raft.
A flat structure, usually made of logs or planks, that can be used for transport or as a platform for swimmer.
Examples:
A raft for carrying horses. A life raft. The rubber raft was swept out to sea.
Illiterate.
Unable to read or write, lacking knowledge in a particular field.
Examples:
Illiterate population. Illiterate adult. He was illiterate and could not read the instructions.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property. Chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Slave.
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink. A slave trader. You should work hard but not be a slave to it.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. Wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Accretion.
The process of gradual growth or accumulation, particularly of layers or matter building up over time, the result of such a process.
Examples:
Stellar accretion. Island accretion. The rock was formed by the slow accretion of sediments over millions of years.
Trivia.
Details or information that are unimportant.
Examples:
Trivia question. A useful piece of trivia. She has a wide variety of knowledge of pop trivia.
Awareness.
The fact or state of knowing something exists and is important.
Examples:
Awareness of my ignorance. Raise public awareness. There has been a gradual but steady rise in environmental awareness.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Right.
A person who makes or repairs something, especially a craftsman or artisan who works with wood or metal.
Examples:
A car right. Aircraft right. She was a skilled right, able to craft intricate pieces of furniture.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Scram.
To leave or depart quickly, often hurriedly or chaotically, to go away suddenly or abruptly, to move or act in a frenzied or disorganized way. Noun, an emergency shutdown of a nuclear reactor.
Examples:
Diverse scram system. Scram from the scene. Everyone scrambled to evacuate the building when the fire alarm went off.
Cardiologist.
A medical doctor who specializes in the study and treatment of the heart and the circulatory system.
Examples:
Cardiologist appointment. Skilled cardiologist. My grandfather is seeing a cardiologist to monitor his heart condition.
Likeable.
Having qualities that make a person or thing well-liked or attractive, pleasant, friendly, or enjoyable.
Examples:
Likeable personality. A likeable character. He's a very likable person who makes friends easily.
Notion.
A general idea or understanding of something, particularly an abstract or complex concept, a belief or opinion, often one that is not based on solid evidence or facts.
Examples:
Notion of success. Vague notion. The notion of time travel has long fascinated scientists and fiction writers alike.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Backstage.
Relating to or situated in the area behind the stage of a theater, concert, or other performance venues. Relating to the private or hidden aspects of something, such as politics, business, or personal life.
Examples:
Backstage access. Backstage crew. The backstage preparations for the concert took hours to complete.
Connote.
To suggest or imply something in addition to its literal or primary meaning. To imply something beyond the literal or primary meaning.
Examples:
Connote emotion. Connote symbolism. The word home connotes a sense of warmth and comfort.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Curtsy.
Also curtsy, a formal gesture of respect or deference, especially performed by women, involving bending the knees with one foot behind the other and lowering the body slightly, a show of politeness or courtesy.
Examples:
Elegant curtsy. Drop a curtsy to express respect. The young girl performed a graceful curtsy after her ballet recital.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Outlive.
To live longer than another person.
Examples:
Outlive its usefulness. Outlive our child. She outlived her husband for many years.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc. to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Quest:
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Institute:
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Organic:
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Poem:
A piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas by paying particular attention to diction, sometimes rhyme, rhythm, and imagery.
Examples:
A narrative poem. Poem to the dead. A great poem is a fountain forever overflowing with the waters of wisdom and delight.
Inmate:
A person who is confined to an institution, such as a prison, hospital, or mental health facility.
Examples:
Inmate population. Inmate rights. The prison implemented a new educational program for inmates to learn skills and prepare for life after release.
Norm:
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Materialistic:
Concerned primarily with material possessions rather than spiritual or intellectual values, adhering to a philosophy that places a high value on material goods or wealth.
Examples:
Materialistic lifestyle. Materialistic values. Some people believe that the pursuit of wealth is a materialistic goal.
Subside:
To become less intense or widespread, to sink to a lower level.
Examples:
Subside an argument. Subside after a short time. The storm subsided, leaving the town in peace.
Excuse:
A reason or explanation, either true or invented, given to justify a fault or defend your behavior. Verb, to make someone free from blame or clear from guilt.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Perfect excuse. He quickly fabricated an excuse for not attending the meeting.
Bruise.
A mark caused by a blow, typically one that is purple or black on the skin.
Examples:
Livid bruise. Earlier emotional bruise. She had a bruise on her arm from where she fell on the playground.
Nightmare.
A very frightening or unpleasant dream.
Examples:
Have a nightmare. Nightmare situation. Life as a waiter was a big nightmare for him.
Dramatically.
In a very impressive manner.
Examples:
He confessed dramatically. The cabin pressure fell dramatically. Life expectancy has grown dramatically this century.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Bathtub.
A large container, typically made of porcelain or acrylic, for holding water in which a person can bathe.
Examples:
Bathtub curve. Bathtub drain. I filled the bathtub with hot water and a bubble bath for a relaxing soak.
Belt.
To sing loudly and forcefully, to hit someone or something hard. Noun, a strip of leather or other material worn to tie or buckle something around the body.
Examples:
Belt him in the face. Leather belt. The band was belting out old songs in response to audience requests.
Warp.
To twist or bend out of shape, especially as a result of being heated, to distort or twist the meaning or sense of something.
Examples:
Warp under pressure. Become warped. The ship's hull was warped from years of use in rough seas.
Pervert.
To change the inherent purpose or function of something. To influence somebody to behave in morally unacceptable ways. To corrupt or lead astray. Noun, a person who engages in sexual behavior or has sexual interests that are considered abnormal or deviant by society.
Examples:
Pervert justice. Pervert young men. The teacher warned the students not to pervert the story's meaning by twisting the facts.
Fondle.
To touch, stroke, or caress someone or something lovingly, gently, or tenderly, to show affection through physical contact.
Examples:
Fondle a pet. Fondle a baby. She gently fondled the kitten's soft fur.
Insane.
Extremely stupid, crazy, or dangerous, mentally ill.
Examples:
Go insane with pleasure. An insane scheme. Her excessive demands drove me insane.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Tub.
A large, deep, round container, typically made of metal or plastic, used for washing or soaking things, especially clothes or a person's body.
Examples:
Tub for foot soaking. Tub for washing. I like to take a long soak in the tub after a long day.
Continuously.
Without being interrupted or paused, repeatedly.
Examples:
Use one thing continuously. Continuously removed. The country's domestic coal consumption has been continuously declining for decades.
Repeatedly.
Again and again, many times.
Examples:
Use cell phone repeatedly. Repeatedly nod. He claims that his legitimate requests were repeatedly ignored.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Hallway.
An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open.
Examples:
The head of a hallway. Wax a hallway floor. He dashed down a hallway to a bathroom.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
Swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Mall.
A large, enclosed shopping center that typically contains many stores, restaurants, and other businesses.
Examples:
Largest electronic mall. Mall crawler. Many people go to the shopping mall to socialize and spend time with friends.
Security.
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks, a financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
national security, security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Petrify.
To turn to stone, to make hard and unyielding.
Examples:
petrify with fear, petrify into stone. The thought of public speaking will petrify her.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
numb with cold, a numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Rear.
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
the rear gate, rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Highway.
A main road, especially one connecting major towns or cities.
Examples:
highway system, an interstate highway. I'm going to take the highway to get to my destination faster.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
a preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Bull.
A male bovine animal, an investor who has a positive outlook on the market or a particular investment and buys with the expectation of prices increasing.
Examples:
bull market, bullfighter. The farmer raised a bull on his ranch for breeding purposes.
Rider.
A clause, amendment, or stipulation added to a legal document or bill. A person who rides on or operates a vehicle or animal. A person who travels a specified distance on horseback to deliver a message.
Examples:
a motorcycle rider. Rider to a bill. The horse rider won first place in the equestrian competition.
Cowboy.
A man, typically one on horseback, who herds and tends cattle, especially in the western U.S., a person who behaves roughly or recklessly, typically a man, a skilled ranch worker who is adept at many tasks, especially those involving horses and cattle.
Examples:
cowboy rodeo, cowboy boots. The cowboy hat she wore added to her rugged and tough look.
Tripping.
Describing a state of mind or perception characterized by altered or distorted sensory experiences, often as a result of taking drugs or psychedelics, stumbling or faltering while walking or moving, often due to a loss of balance or coordination.
Examples:
Tripping hazards. Tripping on acid. Her tripping laughter echoed through the room, spreading contagious joy to everyone present.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Riot.
A violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd, characterized by destruction of property, looting, arson, and attacks on individuals.
Examples:
Riot police. Riot control gas. The riots in the city have left many buildings damaged and several people injured.
Aria.
A song that is performed solo by a singer in an opera or oratorio, often with instrumental accompaniment.
Examples:
Aria singer. Dramatic aria. The soprano performed an emotional aria that brought the audience to tears.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Videotape.
A type of magnetic tape used for recording and storing video images and sound, a recording made on such tape.
Examples:
Videotape evidence. Rewind videotape. We watched a videotape of our family vacation from years ago.
Bush.
A plant growing thickly with many small branches and several stiff stems coming up from the root.
Examples:
Trees and bushes. A bush of hair. I am going to trim this bush off.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Explosion.
A violent release induced by a chemical or nuclear reaction.
Examples:
A lot of explosions. Site of the explosion. A broken gas pipe triggered the explosion.
Verdict.
An official opinion or decision made in a civil or criminal case or an inquest, equals an inquiry into the cause of an unexpected death, the findings of a jury on issues of fact submitted to it for decision.
Examples:
The popular verdict. Jury verdict. The Court of Appeals upheld the verdict.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Justice.
The quality of being fair and reasonable and treating people equally according to their due.
Examples:
Criminal justice. Justice of heaven. The judge's ruling was based on the principles of justice and fairness.
Swallow.
To make food, drink, pills, etc., pass down your throat into your stomach. Noun, small long-winged songbird noted for swift, graceful flight and the regularity of its migrations.
Examples:
Swallow a handful of pills. A swallowtail. I swallowed my anger and kept quiet.
Bitterness.
A strong and persistent feeling of resentment, hostility, or anger, a state of being bitter or having a sour taste, the quality or taste of something sharp or unpleasant.
Examples:
Lingering bitterness. Underlying bitterness. The bitterness they felt towards each other prevented any chance of reconciliation.
Luxurious.
Characterized by or affording something excessively expensive, rich and comfortable.
Examples:
Luxurious spa. Luxurious lifestyle. She was living in a luxurious apartment in the city.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Turmoil.
A state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty, often marked by intense activity or strong emotions.
Examples:
Political turmoil. The turmoil of the war. The company experienced financial turmoil after the CEO was arrested.
Qualify.
To reach the standard or fulfill the requirement of ability or knowledge needed to do a particular job or receive a particular benefit or privilege.
Examples:
Qualify as a candidate. Qualify for membership. The top 3 teams in this tournament qualify for the Olympics.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples:
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Welfare.
The general health, happiness, and prosperous of a person or group.
Examples:
Child welfare. A welfare state. She struggled for years to survive without welfare.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Taxpayer.
A person who pays taxes to the government.
Examples:
Taxpayer money. Delinquent taxpayer. As a taxpayer, he felt his money was wasted on unnecessary government projects.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Merchant.
A person who buys and sells a large number of goods, especially one who imports and exports goods.
Examples:
merchant bank, agricultural merchant. This shipping company has several hundred merchant ships.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
victim of a violent crime, violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Hilarious.
Extremely funny.
Examples:
hilarious mistake. A hilarious anecdote. The comedian's stand-up routine was hilarious.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Minority.
The smaller part of a group, especially a number or part representing less than half of the whole, a period before adult legal age.
Examples:
a minority position. Number of minority students. Some ethnic minority groups experience discrimination in society.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Mainstream.
The ideas, opinions, beliefs, etc., that are considered normal or accepted by most people.
Examples:
join the mainstream. Mainstream political beliefs. His thinking is mainstream in the country's culture.
Unclear.
Poorly stated or described, and therefore not easy to understand, not easy to perceive.
Examples:
an unclear match. In no unclear terms. It is important not to undertake tasks with unclear objectives to improve productivity.
Ignite.
To set on fire, to cause to start burning.
Examples:
ignite a boom. Ignite passion. He ignited the fireworks with a single spark.
Cuddle.
To hold close and lovingly in one's arms, often for comfort or affection, to snuggle or nestle against someone or something.
Examples:
Cuddle buddy. Cuddle up with a book. I love to cuddle with my dog on the couch after a long day.
Sidetrack.
To divert or deflect from the main topic or goal, to cause someone or something to take a different direction or course.
Examples:
Sidetrack a discussion. Sidetrack his attention. Don't let small setbacks sidetrack you from achieving your long-term goals.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Rodeo.
A public exhibition of cowboy skills, particularly in North America, featuring events such as calf roping, steer wrestling, and bull riding.
Examples:
Rodeo bull. Rodeo championship. The bull rider held on tightly during the rodeo event.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Op-ed.
Denoting or relating to a piece of writing or article that expresses the author's opinion or point of view on a particular topic, usually published in a newspaper or magazine on the page opposite the editorial page.
Examples:
Op-ed section. Op-ed columnist. The op-ed piece offered a unique perspective on the political situation.
Republican.
A person who supports or advocates for a particular form of government, typically one that has an elected head of state rather than a monarch, a member or supporter of the Republican Party in the United States.
Examples:
Republican ideology. Republican Party. Many Republican lawmakers are advocating for stricter immigration policies.
Convention.
A large formal assembly of people who do a particular job or have a similar interest or of a political party, something regarded as a normative example.
Examples:
Convention center. Political convention. They met at biennial conventions.
Affiliation.
The act of joining or associating with a particular group or organization, a connection or relationship with a particular group or organization.
Examples:
Affiliation agreement. Business affiliation. Her affiliation with the political party helped her to win the election.
Optimist.
A person who tends to expect the best in all things and to be hopeful and confident about the future.
Examples:
Optimist by nature. Excessive optimist. She is a confident optimist who always looks on the bright side.
Step.
A vast, wide, and usually treeless plain, typically found in semi-arid or arid regions, characterized by fertile soil and grassy vegetation, often used for grazing livestock. An expansive and open grassland ecosystem found in Eurasia and North America.
Examples:
Steppe climate. Barren steppe. The nomadic tribes set up camp on the vast steppe.
Kidney.
Either of a pair of small organs in the body that filter waste products, especially urea, from the blood and excrete them and water in urine.
Examples:
An artificial kidney. Chronic kidney disease. The surgeon removed the healthy kidney from the donor.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Digest.
To transform food into absorbable substances, break down.
Examples:
Digest information. Help digest food. Most babies can readily digest a broad variety of foods.
Idiot.
A foolish or stupid person who lacks common sense or judgment, a derogatory term used to describe someone who is mentally deficient.
Examples:
Idiot driver. What an idiot. He acted like an idiot and spilled his drink all over the floor.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples:
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Confidence.
The feeling or attitude that one can trust or rely on the abilities or good qualities of someone or something.
Examples:
Confidence as a teacher. Boost my confidence. Skill and confidence are an unconquered army.
Determination.
The quality of being persistent and purposeful, the act of finding out the exact nature or essence of something.
Examples:
A steely determination. Determination of a DNA sequence. His determination to succeed was unwavering, even in the face of adversity.
Cocky.
Overly confident or arrogant, having an excessive belief in one's abilities or importance.
Examples:
Cocky confidence. Cocky behavior. His cocky attitude often got him in trouble with his coworkers.
Horn.
A hard, pointed, often curved part that grows on the top of the heads of some animals, such as sheep and cows, a noisemaker or musical instrument that makes a loud noise when you blow through it.
Examples:
A handle of horn. Horn of a vehicle. He enjoyed hearing the tootles of their horns with beer.
Tough.
An informal variant spelling of tough, resilient, durable, or strong, having a rough or rugged appearance. Noun, of geology, a type of rock that's made up of volcanic ash ejected from a vent during a volcanic eruption.
Examples:
Tough fabric. Igneous tuff. The hiker climbed the tough hill with great difficulty.
Pat.
To touch or tap something lightly and usually in a friendly or encouraging manner. To apply or rub lightly and repetitively.
Examples:
Pat on the back. Pat a dog. She patted the puppy on the head and gave it a treat.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Upside.
The positive aspect or potential of something, the upper side of something.
Examples:
Have no upside. Market upside. Many people see the upside of traveling as an opportunity to experience new cultures and broaden their horizons.
Dirt.
Soil, dust, or any substance that makes a surface not clean, the part of the Earth's surface consisting of humus and disintegrated rock.
Examples:
Dirt road. Dirt track. The garden was filled with dirt and needed to be tilled before planting.
Pall.
A sense of boredom or weariness, a covering or veil that is dull, dark, or uninteresting.
Examples:
A pall of darkness. Pall of sadness. The news of the tragedy cast a pall over the entire community.
Wrestling.
A sport in which two contestants grapple and try to throw each other to the ground.
Examples:
Wrestling match. Arm wrestling. He had always been interested in sumo wrestling and decided to try it.
Rack.
A framework or support structure used to hold or display objects, a set of interconnected shelves or compartments used for storage, a source of torture, distress, or mental anguish.
Examples:
Clothing rack. Spice rack. I need to buy a new coat rack to organize my winter jackets.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Ranch.
A large farm typically devoted to raising cattle or other livestock, a rural property of considerable size and often featuring a large house.
Examples:
Cattle ranch. Dude ranch. The cowboys rode their horses through the dusty trails of the ranch.
Shove.
To push someone or something in a rough way.
Examples:
Shove a person aside. Shove hamburger into my mouth. He forcibly shoved the flyer into my bag.
Metal.
A solid material that is typically hard, shiny, malleable, fusible, and ductile, with good electrical and thermal conductivity, and often used as a structural material, a conductor of heat or electricity, or for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Metal fabrication. Precious metal. The construction worker used a metal saw to cut through the stubborn sheet metal.
Sew.
To join, fasten, or repair two pieces of something by putting the thread through them with a needle.
Examples:
Sew with thread. Sew a button. My mother taught me how to sew.
Straighten.
To make something straight or orderly, to adjust or fix something crooked, bent, or misaligned.
Examples:
Straighten out a problem. Straighten a crooked picture. I need to straighten my hair before I go to the party.
Anesthesia.
A state of controlled, temporary loss of bodily sensation or awareness that is induced for medical purposes.
Examples:
Anesthesia for surgery. Local anesthesia. He is in general anesthesia under the surgeon.
Rod.
A long, thin, straight piece of wood, metal, or other material used for support, as a weapon, or for punishment.
Examples:
Rod cell. Curtain rod. He used a fishing rod to catch the biggest fish of the day.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Tolerance.
The willingness to accept or tolerate something, especially something that is different or unpleasant.
Examples:
Religious tolerance, tolerance for risk. The school's diversity program aimed to promote tolerance and understanding among the students.